An NHL team makes a very big investment in the future of the ECHL. What's the best city in the ECHL? We'll get one league official's opinion. And the battle for playoff spots is starting to pick up. Don't fight the temptation. Give in and watch ECHL Week right now. Hi, and welcome to ECHL Week. There's one less team in the ECHL now, as the league and the San Francisco Bulls have announced that the team has ceased operations. Discussions to find a new owner had been taking place, but a deal could not be completed. At this point, the best thing to do financially is to reluctantly end the season, said Bulls president, general manager, and coach Pat Curcio. We will miss playing here, miss our fans, and miss this city. The Bulls finished the season at 15, 20, and 5. All San Francisco players on ECHL contracts are unrestricted free agents. The league will release an updated schedule as soon as possible. In more encouraging news, for the first time, a National Hockey League team's ownership group has purchased an ECHL franchise. Daryl Cates and his Rexall Sports Corp., owner of the Edmonton Oilers, have bought the Bakersfield Condors from Jonathan Fleissig. The teams have had an affiliate agreement since last July. This, however, is quite a step beyond a player development deal, and it takes effect immediately.
This organization and the city of Bakersfield, which I think is really appropriate, is now entering into, an elite hockey development cyclone. And Daryl Cates wants to win Stanley Cups. And he's going to compete against the New York Rangers, the Chicago Blackhawks, the LA Kings to do that. And to be successful, he knows he needs a vertically integrated organization so that the best players, the best coaches, equipment managers, trainers, sponsorship salespeople, hamburger cookers, beverage preparers, administrators in professional hockey can be part of an organization that continues to funnel elite athletes to the top.
17 years ago or thereabouts, Jonathan Fleissig purchased this organization. It was in the West Coast Hockey League. We played as the Fog at that time in the convention center on the stage of a theater. For those of you that were here and remember that, and for those of you that don't, it's a tough picture to draw, but it happened. It took place, and we got to this point now. It's been a lot of fun in these 15 plus years. We've impacted a lot of people's lives through the entertainment that we've provided through our charity endeavors. It's been great. Now we've got the backing and support and resources of one of the most dynamic organizations in the National Hockey League. So it's pretty exciting to be able to combine those two forces, if you will.
We're not tampering with a good thing. We're not reaching over Matt's shoulder to change the salt shakers on the table. Matt's doing a great job. He's a great leader. And our job is to support him in higher levels of success.
Not only is this a major announcement for the Condors, it's also a major announcement for our league, the ECHL. We will be the only team at the AA level 100% owned by a National Hockey League team. I think that will open other teams' eyes in the NHL that maybe this is a route that they would be interested in going, and can just strengthen the partners we have in our league, which just grows hockey, and that's good for everyone.
Okay, we've been having an affiliation with Stockton for years, not to knock Stockton, but I enjoy beating them now. More than, the owner there is an Oilers season ticket holder, or he was, and we had a real good look at ECHL, we had a real good look at Bakersfield over the years. We chose Bakersfield.
Ontario has been on top of the Western Conference heap all season, but two of the teams which might prove to be the most serious challengers to the Reign are the top two clubs in the Mountain Division, Alaska and Colorado. Let's watch those two face off in this week's Western featured game. We'll start by listening to Kevin McGlue on 107.9 The Bear and wrap it up with Mike Benton's call on KFQD.
Eagles win a face-off. Johnston with a high slot. Guides it over, top of the near side circle. Dylan Hood snaps it down low in front. Shot! Scores! Alex Hudson fights back his former team a power play goal. Just 9 seconds into the man advantage. Eagles up 1-0.
Prettiest power play goal you're going to see in a while. Great execution. It all starts with that ever so important.
There for Nemec, go cross ice. Young snaps it onward. Damatilla throws it up the left wing wall. Played out of midair there by Ostro. He'll tap it back down the near side corner. Damatilla throws it in front. Rides off the body of an Alaska defenseman and Drew McKenzie. And hot shoulder aloft. Reclaimed though by Nix. A good active stick. He'll haul it out through center. Drop it left wing side. Gardner gets a step on one man. Puts it in front. Shot. Luke Holcomb. One-time tap in. And the Eagles extend their lead. Looking to go on the move. Trent Damatilla. Nice move. Sends it wide side onto the tape of Uleski. Cuts in. Shot. Save made by Waugh. Ostro Johnny on the spot. Drive of the net for a rebound. And the Eagles keep on coming.
Side. Takes it wide. Down the right. Centering bid. Read by Gardner. Picked off. Mazzolini centering. They score! Ross Ring Darby. Hammering home a one-timer. Blocker's side on Mark Chevery with 16 minutes and 44 seconds left in the second period. Blocked by Gardner, and McKenzie gets it back, feeding Connolly. Top of the right circle. Connolly tees one up. He scores! It's a power play goal. A.J. Howe chip one right to Dylan Hood, who shoots and scores. Under pressure, good play by Martin to force Seaback. Centering bid, rings Harvey. He scores! 6 seconds left. Puck tied up. Aces need a miracle right now as McKenzie ahead for Zuck. Long bomb pass, skips away from Richard. That will do it. And Colorado's going to win it.
Our weekly trip around the league is coming up on ECHL Week.
"25 years of great moments. More than 500 players graduated to the NHL. Don't miss the next time hockey history is made. Watch all ECHL games on AmericaOneSports.com. Live or on demand. At home or on your mobile device, log in at AmericaOneSports.com to check out your favorite team. The official broadband broadcast of ECHL is AmericaOneSports.com.
I say, hey, it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your state of mind. 'Cause I've got a smile on my face, and I've got 4 walls around me.
Hey everybody! Heart disease affects 1 in every 3 women in America, but you can fight back. There's no time to lose. Mothers, sisters, daughters, families, and friends, it's time to shout louder, stand stronger, and demand change.
Let's go! To the Batmobile. Dang it. To the invisible jet. Dang it.
Together, we can put an end to heart disease. It's time to go red for women.
I could use your help. Yeah!
Learn more from the American Heart Association at www.goredforwomen.org.
It's time for ECHL news and notes from around the league. Former Comet great Konstantin Shafronov is returning to Fort Wayne as a specialty coach. He'll assist head coach Gary Graham at practices and will mainly work with the forwards. He won't be on the bench during Comet games. Shafronov began his pro career in '91 in the Russian Elite League when he averaged more than a point a game. He debuted with Fort Wayne in 1995, leading the Comets that season with 46 goals and being named the IHL's Rookie of the Year. Shafronov was chosen by St. Louis in the 9th round of the 1996 NHL entry draft. He appeared in parts of 6 seasons with the Comets, finishing in 2009-10 when he posted 57 points in 58 games. Shafranov completed his playing career with his native Kazakhstan team in the 2010 World Championships. Gwinnett and Ontario have swapped defensemen. Last season, Defenseman of the Year Sacha Guimont heads to the Reign in exchange for Matt Clune. Guimont spent most of the first half of the season with Gwinnett. He had 7 points and a -14 rating with the Glads. He started last season with San Francisco, and in the last 2 years, he also played for 3 AHL teams. In addition to being named the ECHL's top blue liner last season, he led league defensemen in points and assists and was named to both the ECHL All-Rookie and All-Star postseason teams. In 31 games with Ontario this season, Clune had a goal and 4 assists. Last season, he had 15 points in 69 games and was 4th on the team with a +24 rating. Wes Goldie, the ECHL's all-time leading goal scorer, will have his number 16 retired by Alaska on Saturday, February 8th, when the Aces host Stockton during the Hockey Heritage Weekend. Goldie, who spent his final 2 seasons with Alaska, will be having a busy week. A day earlier, he'll be one of 4 men inducted into the ECHL Hall of Fame. Goldie scored 370 times in the ECHL. He ranks 4th in league history with 697 games in 11 seasons with PD, Victoria, and Alaska. He shares with Rod Taylor the ECHL record for most 30 or more goal seasons with 8, and he shares the league mark with 6 consecutive 30 or more goal seasons. And South Carolina's Pack the House Night promotion paid off. In addition to posting a 4-1 victory over division rival Florida on January 25th, the Stingrays set a single-game attendance mark of 10,617 at the North Charleston Coliseum. That's the second highest crowd in the ECHL this season. Under the guidance of new coach Jeff Pyle, Evansville has made one of the biggest turnarounds from last season to this. A year ago, the Icemen were last in the conference. This year, they're running neck and neck with Cincinnati for top spot in the North Division. Let's see how they fare in a home matchup with Greenville. Here's Derek Bonini to fill us in on the Iceman Radio Network.
Out to center ice. First tilt of the year for Sekeres. Cameron comes in at foot 191. Sekeres steps in, grabs a hold. Quick little shot with the right. Cameron throws a bunch of upper hand rights, missing most of them. Oh, nice uppercut there. Now Sekeres fights back. A big right by Sekeres. Another right by Sekeres. Cameron fires back. Down he goes. Oh, right by Sekeres. Cameron right back up. Fires a couple of uppercuts. Sekeres just dealing rights and rights and rights. And that finally going to do it. And they tap each other. And they're going to head to the locker room. Out. Looking for Sekeres. Sekeres settles the puck down. Right wing side. Has Levier cut towards the crease. Shot. Deflected. Just missed the net. Johnson holds it in. Shot. Scores! Corner. Krug's going to get there first. Hammers it high off the glass. Caught there. Right point. Shot deflected. They scored. They went for a backdoor right wing pass, and it's deflected by their Johnston. Perfect setup. 19.2 remaining. Time of the goal. 19-41. Rush 3-on-2 with Moon carrying it through neutral ice left wing side. Tries to get around the D-man. Dives in hard, walks right in. Came through but couldn't get the shot off. 2. Comes hard, right hand side, all the way to the face-off dot. Walks right in on Clemente. Sets up the backhand. And with that big wingspan, he puts it up over Clemente. Rowe, left-hand shot, brings it far out left wing side. He likes to go backhand as well. Fakes forehand, goes backhand, fakes it back to the forehand, shoots and scores. And hand shot, tied for the team lead, 19-12, second on the team with 12 goals. He comes right-hand side, fakes forehand, brings it back, tries to go 5-hole, save, and that is going to do it. The Icemen still have not defeated Greenville. They fall in the shootout 2-1.
Joe Ernst stops by to answer a question, and we chat with the manager of one of minor league hockey's oldest and most successful franchises. Next on ECHL Week.
Are you paying too much with your current payroll company? Are you concerned about how Obamacare could affect your business? If you're interested in a better, more cost-effective solution, Einstein HR is the answer. No more stressing out about Obamacare and the new regulations. No more worrying about being in compliance. No more overpriced payroll services. Let Einstein HR get you back to the business of doing business instead of spending needless hours and frustration taking care of details that add nothing to your bottom line. We provide a first-class payroll and HR services with superior customer service. Call Einstein HR today.
Kids will spend 8 minutes decorating their little brother.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
I'm Mario Lamoureux from the Ontario Reign, and you are watching ECHL Week.
Today's question for Joe is about the ECHL. There are probably very few folks who do as much traveling around the league as you. What are your favorite cities?
You know what? Each one of them brings a little bit different element. We have, as we were just talking about, Alaska, which, depending on the time of the year, you can go from, sunshine from 6 in the morning till midnight, to the West Coast where it's sunny and everything else, to the Midwest here where it's you never know, it could be snowing, it could be nice, but I guess each one brings its own different aspect to its to the league. I enjoy each city. I don't get out much, to be honest with you. I go to the city, go to the rink, go to the hotel, and everything else. So it's not like we're doing a lot of sightseeing and stuff like that. Maybe on an odd off day, we might get out and do a few things, play a little golf or something like that. But I actually, I enjoy all our cities. As far as that, so I really can't pick out one favorite, and if I do, Barry, the emails are coming, so I'll have to do the politically correct way of saying I don't really have a certain favorite city.
But we can say one thing with certainty, that in, say, December, January, February, you don't mind going to some of the California cities or some of the cities in the South Division?
No, absolutely not. And I do my own travel, so I can just kind of accidentally, purposely do a schedule like that where I need to go down there. Except I was already down in Orlando, Orlando and Fort Myers opening weekend, which wasn't very good planning because it was 90 degrees down there and it was still in the 70s up here. So, but I'll probably get back down there. But no, that's a nice thing of going west and then going south is the weather, especially when you got the snow flying up in the north here.
That's today's question and answer with Joe Ernst, Vice President of Hockey Operations for the ECHL. Would you like Joe to answer one of your questions? Send us an email and we'll pose it to him. Send your question to echlweek@echl.com. Put Ask Joe in the subject line. Make sure to include your name, hometown, and favorite ECHL team. Then listen for your question on a future Q&A. Although this is only Fort Wayne's second season as a member of the ECHL, the Comets date back to 1952. And although there have been various owners, the Franky family has controlled the franchise since 1990, winning 6 titles in various leagues since then. As a result, when someone from the Comets hierarchy speaks, it's definitely worth listening to. We recently had a chance to talk with Fort Wayne native David Franky in his 24th consecutive season as co-owner, vice president, and general manager of the team. He addressed a number of issues, including his impressions of the ECHL compared to other leagues in which the Comets have competed.
I think the big difference is the depth that all the teams have. Everybody has 3 solid lines. I think the goaltending's a little sharper too, because you've got a lot of young kids that are on their way up, instead of journeymen or guys that are headed in the other direction. But probably the goaltending, the speed isn't really any different than what we thought it would be, but the depth on the teams, and when you go up against a team that has a lot of affiliated players, that kind of makes it doubly tough.
How about the feedback from the fans? Has that been any different, or are you just still hearing the same kind of things, that they're as rabid as ever?
I think they're as rabid as ever, but our fans like the physical part of the game. And, we've always been owners that, hey, if players want to fight, it's part of the game, and let them fight. That the fans get excited. I know in Fort Wayne, if they drop the gloves, everybody's standing up and cheering, and probably louder than when we score a goal. But it's something that's been taken away in the game. Even at the NHL level, there's not as much of it. I guess that's the way it is, but we try to still have that element to our team so that we can keep our fans happy too.
You must be excited. Obviously, you're in a division with Kalamazoo and Cincinnati and Toledo and Evansville, and it looks like we're going to add Indianapolis to the mix next year. That must be a really good thing in terms of interest for the fans.
Well, it's kind of a little bit of the reincarnation of the old IHL, with Indianapolis coming in, Fort Wayne, Kalamazoo, Cincinnati, Evansville. Evansville never had, professional hockey until a few years ago. But, it's good. It's not only good for us, it's good for Evansville, because they're 2.5 hours from Indy. It'll be a good rivalry, and Cincinnati's only 2 hours from Indianapolis, down I-74. So I think it's really going to be good for the Midwestern teams. Hopefully we'll establish even more rivalries close to home, and maybe it'll save a little on our travel too.
A new feature where we hear directly from the players is straight ahead on ECHL Week.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel scared. Sometimes my parents have to take me to the hospital. I feel like a fish with no water.
You know how to react to their asthma attacks. Here's how to prevent them. Visit www.noattacks.org or call your doctor. Because even one attack is one too many.
We're debuting a new segment on the show today. It's called Frostbites. It's a collection of sound bites from folks around the league, usually players, who pass along some interesting tidbits about their teams and their lives in hockey. Let's take a look. Who's the best dressed guy on the team?
Best dressed guy. Oh boy. Steve Spinell looks pretty sharp right now. Yeah, the rookie.
How about music? Who's got the best taste in music on the team?
There's a lot of variety of taste. I mean, there's some guys that love country, there's some guys that hate country, there's guys that like all your rap. I don't know. It's going to be interesting here.
You have to, you're the captain though. You have to decide, ultimately you're the deciding force on what the music gets played, right?
Yeah, I'm the guy in the middle getting jabs from everyone. Play this, play that. I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be interesting.
Is that the most challenging thing about being a captain, is helping to decide the music?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, food's easy, everything else is easy, time to leave is easy, music, it's complicated.
Give me one good story from last year.
We were going down to Fort Myers and our bus, the oil tube broke off, so we all get out, the back trailer's covered in oil, our bus is covered in oil, Bussy goes out there to check and he lights up a dart, oil everywhere.
How's the music situation in the locker room so far this year? Have we come to an agreement among the members of the team, or are you still fighting that out about what types of music you'll be listening to?
No, I think we kind of got a little group of guys that take control of the, what's played over the speakers, but we enjoy it. We got some upbeat, some good tempo music, and it's getting us ready.
What kind of genres are you guys listening to? Artists.
Well, we're getting into some pretty crazy dance music. Some guys got some good mixes, so that gets the blood flowing. But it's a little bit of everything. We got one guy in our team, Rob Bellamy, who plays his own music. He's an artist, so he comes over the air too every now and then. Yeah, it's just fun. We're getting along really well together.
How's the two-touch going so far this year? Any guys moving to the front of the class? Who are your stars in two-touch?
Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna throw out Artem Demkov's name. He's been here for 3 years, and he's the creme de creme when it's two-touch. I think he just walked by with the ball right now, so he's already going. But no, we got a good group of two-touchers, and it's gonna make for a couple fun battles before games.
That puts a wrap on today's show. Whether you're watching on television or online, we thank you for taking the time to join us, and don't forget, give us your feedback. We want to continue to make the program a great source for ECHL info. Until next time, make it a good week. Make it an ECHL week.